Hello everyone and welcome to my 21st episode of my HTML tutorial, and in this episode I'm going to discuss the head section, which is this right over here, in more detail. So let's get going. So the head element is a container for the following elements: the title tag, which is the website's title. We can also put this style tag inside of here and write some CSS code inside of here. Then we can use the meta tag inside of here. We can use the link tag to link external style sheets over here. For example, we can also do other stuff with that. Then we can do scripts inside of here, and we can also use an element called the base. Alright, so those are the elements that the head is containing. So the head element is a container for metadata, also known as data about data, and it's placed between the HTML and the body tags in the document. And the HTML metadata is data about the document. It's not displayed anywhere on the website, but it's only displayed over here. So yeah, it's basically shown to other people who wish to see the source code. Then we have the title element. This is pretty self-explanatory. It basically puts a title to the website, and this is important for SEO, search engine optimization. So the page title is often used by search engine algorithms to decide the order of listing the pages in search results. So you should really think about the website title if you're making a real website and going to publish it. Alright, then the link element, we can link style sheets with it. We can link, for example, fonts from Google Fonts with that and stuff like that. It's most often used to link external style sheets, such as this CSS style sheet, but it can also be used to link some APIs or Google Fonts, stuff like that. Alright, and then we have the meta element. So, right over here I'm using the char set UTF-8. That means the character set that I'm using. It's UTF-8. Then we can define some keywords for search engines by typing in meta name equals keywords, and the content will be, for example, HTML and CSS. So that's one. Then we can define a description of the web page. So meta name description, and the content will be HTML and CSS tutorial. We can also define the author of a page, meta name author, and content Tozu, let's say in this example. We can also use meta http equiv, and we can type refresh in here, and then content 30. What this line of code does is that this will refresh the document every 30 seconds. Now, I don't want to use that, but if you do, you can. Alright, and then we have this line right over here, and this is setting the viewport to make the website look good on all devices. So yeah, so the viewport is the user's visible area of a web page, basically this area right over here. It will be smaller on a mobile device than on a computer screen, and we should include this tag in all web pages. This gives the browser instructions on how to control the page's dimensions and scaling. This line sets the width of the page to follow the screen width of the device, which will of course vary on the device being used. And this one sets the initial zoom level when the page is first loaded by the browser. Alright, so this line of code should be used on almost every website, pretty much, basically every website you create. Then I'm gonna talk about the base tag. So let's type in here base, and let's set the href to be index.html and target to be underscore blank. So what this line of code does is that it specifies the base URL and target for all the relative URLs on the page. So the base tag must have an href or a target attribute, or even both. And there can only be one single base element in a document. I'm gonna try to explain this as simply as I can. So basically, if our website was Google, we could set the base URL to be this. And then when we use an anchor tag over here to type a link, we wouldn't have to type this line in. We could just type in, we need a / over here, and we could just type in, for example, google.com/something.com. So basically what this does, let's close this and name it as an example link. What this does is that it puts this line on the link automatically over here. We don't need that /. So this, when we have the base tag, this link is equal to this. So yeah, the base tag allows us to remove the main link or the URL of the page. So yeah, that's what it does basically. I hope you understood that. So basically, this is the main page. So if we want to move inside of our page, and in this example it's google.com, we wouldn't have to type this every time. We wouldn't have to type that in every single time. We could just instead type something.com at the end, or something dot whatever. If it's a picture, PNG. So basically it will combine this address with this, and that allows us to create shorter href attributes to our anchor tags and links. Also, we don't have the target attribute defined at this anchor tag, but we have it defined here at the base element. So that means that every single link that I open on this page will be opened in a new tab, because the target is set to underscore blank in the base attribute. inside of the head element. So yeah, the base element is basically giving you the website, and then you can set the target to be, for example, underscore blank. It opens it in a new site, I mean a new tab, and then over here we don't have to write in the home page every single time. We can just type in the what we want to search, the relative path, so what we want to search from the page. I hope I was being clear enough with the explanation. Uh, I think I'm gonna create a website in this series, a kind of an example website, and I'm gonna be using all of these in that example website. And yeah, but anyways, this is the HTML head tag in detail. I hope you learned something new in this episode, and I hope I'm going to see you in the next one. So yeah, I'm probably gonna create an example website in this series, and that will give a good understanding of all these things. And then also I have to go through all the different HTML elements because there's a lot of different elements that we haven't gone through yet. But anyways, this is gonna be it for this episode. I hope you learned something new, and I hope I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye everybody, and happy learning everyone.